We don't use artificial fertilizers to feed the grass. We depend on productive grasses and clovers to provide the forage for the cows to grow and make milk. The management of the fields is terribly important, because if you left a field and didn't do anything with it, you'd end up with thistles and docks and stinging nettles and dandelions and things that the cows don't actually want to eat. Those plants have evolved to be unpalatable. You know, that's how they grow, that's how they survive. Well, we want grass. We want to suppress the vegetation that we don't need, which is indigestible and unpalatable, and encourage grass to grow. So the first thing you do is you plough the field. You plough the field, you invert the grass so that it's buried and dies, and then you prepare a seed bed on the top. A seed bed means fine particles. And that, in fact, in our soil, we tend to have heavy soil here, so we need weathering to do that. We need periods of sunshine and showers, and in the winter some frost. Then we get a lovely seed bed, because we're planting seeds which are only about 1 millimetre in size. And then we have a nice grass ley, which is nutritious to the cows and produces lots of milk. If you look at the cows we have today, you will see that they are mainly black and white. And that means that originally they were black and white cows, which are Friesians, British Friesians. So what we're looking for is high butterfat and high protein in the milk to make good yields of cheese. And so years ago, my father would have gone through, every generation goes through this, that my grandfather kept shorthorns here, which were a productive milk breed. And when my father started farming, he thought, shorthorns are a bit old-fashioned. I need something that's going to produce a bit more milk. And he chose the Ayrshire cow from Scotland, and he bought Ayrshire cows from Scotland. They came down from Ayrshire on the train down here to Kelston. And then when I came home from college in the 60s, we changed to black and white. But we've still got the Ayrshire influence in our cows. We've still got, they're a bit smaller and a bit darker. So today we actually have a mix of genetics in our herd. We've got some shorthorn influence, some Ayrshire influence, some British Friesian influence, and some American and Canadian Holstein influence.
So we've got 160 cows in the herd, and they produce just over 1 million litres of milk for us per year, which is quite miraculous. If you think those cows are only grazing grass, that they can go from eating grass in the field to producing 1 million litres of the most nutritious substance really known to man. Milk contains fat, sugar, protein, everything a person needs to grow, which is why we as babies drink milk. And that's what we put into the cheese, and it's the goodness of that milk and the high butterfat content of that milk which gives the cheese the creamy, sweet flavours that our cheeses tend to have.